And here on 7 News at noon, we have monthly discussions with our local law enforcement and political leaders. And today we are pleased to have back in studio with us Fairfax County Police Chief Kevin Davis. Chief, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Allison.
We appreciate
just watching your last segment about the Narcan.
Yes.
My very first year as a police chief, 10 years ago, we introduced Narcan on the other side of the Potomac. And it was relatively controversial at the time. And it's just amazing to see how far public safety has come in a good way.
It is. It feels like now we're hearing about it so commonly, but you're right. Back then, it was not that common.
Right. It saves lives.
It does. Well, I want to start with you because there was big news out of your county yesterday, and this is that a grand jury decided not to charge the officer who shot and killed Timothy Johnson. If you don't know this story, this person was accused of running from Tyson's Corner Mall after allegedly stealing some sunglasses. Now, before yesterday's developments, you had fired this officer. Now, what is your reaction, first of all, to the grand jury's decision yesterday?
Well, Allison, my reaction, regardless of the decision by the grand jury, is that we have to respect our criminal justice system and its processes. That's my response, regardless of the decision that the grand jury made. I made an administrative decision 29 days after this fatal officer involved shooting to separate the officer from the police department. That's a completely different issue than the criminal matter, but I think we all have to respect the criminal justice system and its processes.
And there are reports that this officer is now trying to get his job back through an appeals process. Is that going to happen? He
is taking advantage of the appeals process because that's his right as an employee. I can't talk too much about personnel matters, but I stand by my decision, and I also respect the fact that the officer is taking advantage of his appeal rights.
And one question that comes out of this case is there are two very different sides to the story. And the officer who was there said that this suspect was reaching in his waistband, but that suspect's family is saying that no, he was on his knees with his hands up. What do you make of this discrepancy, and do we have any video to show what actually happened?
So, Allison, the first officer involved shooting press conference I did as a police chief was back in 2015, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was the night before Thanksgiving in 2015, and I said then, and I've said in many years following, that 99 times out of 100, the body-worn camera footage speaks for itself, and 99 times out of 100, the body-worn camera footage adds enormous clarity and answers a lot of questions. On this particular occasion, the Tyson's officer involved shooting, that's simply not the case. And that's not malfunctioning cameras, it's not anything nefarious that the police officers did or didn't do. It's just a fact that it was dark out and it was in the woods. So you don't get that video footage that I think society is now used to seeing in these critical events that involve police officers.
So we have two sides to this story, and the video here is inconclusive.
Well, there's two sides. There's typically more than two sides to any story, but there's certainly enough information that made me comfortable to make the administrative decision that I made. The Commonwealth's attorney made a decision to present the case to a grand jury of Fairfax County citizens, and they rendered a decision yesterday. And I just think emotions run high anytime a life is lost. And, you know, for Timothy Johnson's family and loved ones and friends, my heart goes out to them. But we're in the midst of this criminal justice process that we have, and I don't know who said it, but when we think about the American criminal justice system, it's often imperfect, but it's sure beats what comes in second place.
All right, well, let me ask you about another case that is still outstanding, and this is just last week. A 33-year-old woman was found. She had been shot inside a car right at the Inova Mount Vernon Hospital. Do we have any leads on who may have done this?
Allison, we have pictures, and we've disseminated those pictures to the community through the media. Definitely have some leads that we're working on. We're not sure that she was shot inside that car. We know we found her body inside the car near Mount Vernon Hospital, but there's a high probability that she was not shot inside the car. So we're working backwards retrospectively, of course. Thankfully, we had video footage, and we've received a lot of calls from our community that have accelerated our investigation. And I anticipate that we're going to be able to close that case relatively quickly.
Okay. And Chief, there's another case. This is from February, and it took place, it got a lot of attention because it took place inside a home in Herndon. There was a stabbing and a shooting here with a man and woman victim involved, and inside the home was a 4-year-old child and an au pair who was 22 years old. And I know you were there at that scene that day, so here we are 2 months later. What do we know about that? Any arrests or any developments there?
It's still very active, Allison. I've been on a number of different homicide scenes over 3+ decades. Every scene is different. Certainly this one had some circumstances attached to it that were and are a bit unusual. So the detailed investigation that's underway will eventually get us to a place where I can make an announcement. We're just not there yet. I'll say this about feedback that we continue to get from the community with this case and other cases. There's an app out there that our community in Fairfax and society in general is using to help law enforcement more and more often.
Okay.
And it's called Neighbors by Ring.
Okay.
And Ring is Ring doorbell.
Right.
So many people have Ring doorbells now, and it's now easier than ever for folks to get on that app and opt to choose video footage that they've captured at their home, at their business, with law enforcement. And I'll say that a number of cases, to include some of the cases that you've mentioned this morning, Allison, have been aided by folks in our community sharing their Ring doorbell footage with the
Okay,
Fairfax
so
County
this is
Police
a helpful tool that
Extremely
you would encourage
helpful.
people.
I mean, it goes from, I used to have the Crime Solvers number memorized, 1-866-411-TIPS, and look how far we've come.
This is the new age.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to ask you, we're talking about crime in your county, but recently the Virginia Attorney General, Jason Miyares, made a statement about crime in D.C., in the capital city, essentially in Virginia, which is where you are, telling D.C. leaders to get crime under control in the nation's capital. And I'm curious, because you are a law enforcement leader in the state of Virginia, do you agree with his statement?
Well, I'll say this. I've known Mayor Muriel Bowser for a number of years. She's obviously younger than I am, but she went to my sister high school in Prince George's County. She's a third-term mayor who continues to do an excellent job for the District of Columbia and our nation's capital. I think very highly of her. Her third police chief is Robert Conti. The police chief before Chief Conti was Chief Pete Newsham, and before Chief Newsham was Chief Kathy Lanier. Those are three huge names in law enforcement, not just locally, but nationally. So I think that the work that Mayor Bowser and her police chiefs, all three of them, have done on behalf of our nation's capital is remarkable. And I stand ready to continue to support MPD and our nation's capital with this collective crime fight that we're all in together.
Okay, so I want to ask you about license plate readers. This is something you have used to catch criminals like suspected carjackers. You have this out there potentially to find missing people. How is this technology working, and what do you say to critics who say, oh, this is like the ACLU, who say this is mass surveillance technology? What is your reaction to that?
Well, Allison, license plate readers have been around for a little while. They're just getting better in terms of the quality and things that they're now able to detect. And license plate readers around the National Capital Region, around the country, are deployed in public spaces. They're not aimed at private residences or properties. So typically, historically, license plate readers could read the license plate, hence the name.
Sure.
There's a brand out there now called Flock. So we have about 51 Flock cameras in Fairfax County. Other jurisdictions around the region are getting a hold of this technology as well.
Okay.
Because it helps us identify cars if we don't have a tag. What if we have a color? What if we have a make? What if we have a model, or one or the other? What if we just have a description of a sedan with a defective right front fender? So this new technology helps us identify those cars that are involved in criminal activity much faster, and it's just the latest iteration of license plate reader technology, and it's just getting better, and it improves public safety. So I think 10 years from now, whether it's still called LPRs or there might be some new name attached to
Right.
it, I think people will realize its value.
All right, Chief Kevin Davis from Fairfax County, we appreciate you coming in today. Thank you for all of these updates. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Allison.
All right, have a great day. And coming up.